Hello, guys, and welcome to another episode of Wirt. It's been a long time since we've done these, but we're back and we've got so many banked up, and it's going to be awesome. I'm one of your hosts, Jay Bryden. With me always is Neil Cassells. How are we, Neil?
I'm very well, thank you. It's been a while. There's been some technical issues.
Yes, yes, my internet is playing up, which is not fun at all. But yes, Wirt. If you haven't been here before, we judge books by their covers, don't we, Neil?
We do. They always said not to, but let's buck the trend and do it.
We're going to do it, and we're going to do a very interesting. Neil recommended this one. And I don't know if this is technically a kangaroo court or a, you know, a biased jury. I don't know. But we're going to look at my cover of my book
This
that's
is this is
coming
that
out.
two-tier justice that does not exist.
Yes. Yes. Um, just so you know, this was Neil's idea. I'm happy to do it. So I'm going to bring up this cover, and you can ask me all about it in three, two, one. Ta-da!
Tis I, Destin.
Yes, yes, it is a prequel to my last book, or technically my second last book, because I released a not novelette recently. But yes, this is I Destin. It is dystopian, adventure, I guess, tragedy. It is Ned Kelly with aliens. Um, and I did this all myself because I haven't had a job in 7 months. So my funds have been very, very short. Um, so maybe I'll redo this when I do a hardback edition or something at some point. But Neil, what are your thoughts on this cover?
Well, when I semi-jokingly said we should do I, Destin for an episode of Word, um, I hadn't actually started reading it. Now I have an advanced copy, and I think I'm past the halfway point now.
Hmm.
So would I read this? Yes, I am reading this. End of the episode. Roll the credits. No,
Will you finish
I,
reading it?
I was hoping to finish reading it today. I had a very bad day in work, so
Hmm.
I would have finished it if things would have worked properly.
Yeah.
But it's
Um,
an imperfect world we live in.
yes.
So would I read this? I am reading this. And before I go into my midpoint capsule review,
Hmm.
here is the cover for
Oh.
iDestin. And very similar style to Ancora.
Hmm.
I don't know how much I can say without dropping spoilers. The eagle motif
Yep.
is very relevant to the story,
Hmm.
as are the mountains. But if I'm hoping that everyone watching this video has already read Ancora.
Hmm.
If not, please do.
Yeah. Check it out.
The mountains. If you've read Ancora, and you're familiar with the story, you will know why those mountains are very relevant. Um, yeah, it gives me an air of mystery.
Yes. Well, I did
The
have someone reach out for an art copy because they liked the cover. Um,
Oh,
so I'm going like, well, I did something right because I threw this together pretty quickly. I kind of knew what I wanted. Um, and it just kind of happened.
well, I like it. I do like it, but then I think if people go back and listen to your release party video of
Hmm.
for that we did for Ancora, of which I partook, um, I did say I really did like the cover, and it's a
Yeah.
very similar style, so I do like this one too.
Awesome. Awesome.
Um,
Well, do you want to do
as
the
for
honors?
blurbs,
Do you want to do the
I
honors?
can do the blurb. It's sci-fi names, so Jamie, if I cock anything up, please let me know.
Oh no,
and
you.
then we can start from scratch. You can correct me, and we can edit out the bits where I make myself out to be a complete fool.
Yeah. Well, cool.
So I Destin a prequel to Ancora. Before Ancora, when aliens ruled and humans saw them as saviors, one man saw through the lies. In a not too distant dystopian Australia, one man's shadow looms larger than legend itself. Destin, a former soldier for the Ketharim, with a heart forged in defiance. Born west of the renamed city of Beltharex, Destin's life is a storm of loyalty, betrayal, love for family, and vengeance. From the ashes of a military career shortened by his unwillingness to follow unspeakable orders, he rises as both hero and villain. A rebel whose family's secret defies the noose and an empire's might. Adopting the call sign of Wedgetail, his grandfather's favourite bird, Destin and his gang tear through the West, robbing data vaults, outwitting the authorities and winning the hearts of the downtrodden. But with every heist, the net tightens, and Destin must face the cost of his war against an alien race that the world still deems as its saviours. Haunted by love, loss, and the ghosts of his own choices, carves his name into history with bullets and grit. In this gripping tale of defiance and destiny, Destin becomes more than a man. He becomes a myth. Will he outrun fate, or will the Ketharim finally put him in the ground alongside his fellow rebels? I, Destin is a blazing tale of courage, sacrifice, and the unbreakable spirit of a legend.
Yeah.
Would you read that, Jamie? Would you?
I've read it about 5 times because I had to, write it and then re-edit it and then tweak things. And then people, when the beta readers are like, hey, what about this? And I go, well, I didn't really think about that, did I? So, um, yeah.
So, from the blurb,
Mm-hmm.
if I ignore the fact that this is a prequel,
Mm-hmm.
that sounds like a pretty cool idea.
Mm.
It gives me XCOM 2 vibes. If any gamers out there are listening and they know the idea of an alien race that comes to Earth and says, "Oh, we're your benevolent helpers. We're in charge now, but everything's better, right?"
Mm-hmm.
And then there are people that say, "Actually, no, and we're going to fight you." That that checks a box for me. So ignoring the fact that this is a prequel to a book I have already read, I would read this anyway
Yeah.
because I love that kind of idea.
Well, there's two reviews out now, like two Arc people who've read Arc readers, I guess, and they haven't read Ancora. So,
Oh,
um, I think you don't have to read Ancora, but you'd want to after. Like, there's things that are going to seem unanswered. There's because there's hints at characters in Ancora and stuff like that. So if you've got to read both to get the full picture, but I don't think it matters which order you read them in.
whenever this episode, because I know that iDestiny is due to be released
Hmm.
this month
Yes.
as we record. Now, as and when you release this episode, I don't know. Uh, please go and read it.
Hmm.
I'm over halfway through. I'm really enjoying it.
Awesome.
I have read Ancora, and I really enjoyed that. And I don't want to say anything that's going to spoil anything,
Hmm.
but knowing, having read Ancora first, actually, so far there's nothing to make me think, oh, yes, I definitely need to read
Yeah.
Ancora first. But certain events that I have got to the point of already
Yeah.
are directly tying into things, and
Hmm.
it's filling in gaps. It's making
Yeah.
sense. It's jigsaw pieces being put into place,
Hmm.
and you go, "Oh, a bit of sky." Um,
Yeah.
it's working. So
Yeah.
yes, I am. I say I was hoping to be finished reading before we recorded today, but it didn't happen. But I can still say, would I read this? Yes. Would I finish it? That is my intent.
And that's not because you're in it.
I haven't reached a part with me
No,
yet.
no, no. That's towards the end. There's a lot of indie authors and friends that are in this beautiful work that I created. And it was a lot of fun putting them in. And yes, Amy Cormack is in it, and yes, Amy Cormack talks about maps. So
Yes, I remember you mentioning that Amy was going to be in it, and I think I messaged you to say, oh, a map's involved.
yeah, maps and toasters. Yeah, awesome. Well, guys, I'll leave the link down for my book below in the show notes. If you guys have books that you want us to judge, um, the true and the fictional at gmail.com, or just DM us on the socials, or drop a comment down below and we'd happily judge your books. Well, until next time, court adjourned.